months. I think it's a big deal that guys are just be able to see if they're going to have that opportunity early on.
How much does it help that, in all likelihood, your day will be tomorrow, and before the regionals, you can kind of get that out of the way?
I think it's pretty big, I guess. I honestly, I'm trying not to think about it. I know Austin says you want to, and you do, but I mean, I'm just trying to get focused in because, I mean, with that in the back of your head, I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it.
Right.
What are your plans for tomorrow to watch the draft?
I'm just gonna watch it with my family. They're coming up, and so I'm just gonna be in there surrounded by them. So I don't think I'm gonna watch around the guys because I don't know how I'm really gonna react. So.
What do you think that your reaction will be when you see that your name is called, your name is on the board?
I guarantee you I won't be. I'll have a grin ear to ear, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of really I don't know what to expect, honestly.
Where will you be? I mean, what location? Anywhere specific?
I'm in a hotel room with my parents, I guess. So I don't know which one.
Who's the first guy you'll text, Austin?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'll probably end up putting something in our group me just because that's where all the guys are. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty close with a lot of them, and I just I mean, it's big for me, but I feel like it's part of the team too because there's going to be a lot of guys go this weekend too. So.
Austin mentioned that he was going to celebrate with you afterwards. How do you think that'll go?
Yeah, I'll probably go get dinner with the guys and just hang out, but I don't really know how it's going to go, I guess.
Austin said he was going to make you pay the next time y'all yeah, I guess will you pick up the tab whenever that happens?
I don't know. I still won't have any money until after the game.
Now looking at the tournament, how do you figure to bounce back in this past regional? I mean, how's your workouts been preparing for the Super Round?
I feel like our routine is kind of set in stone. There's a few things you have to adjust with here and there. I feel like after my outing, there's a few things I got to do personally, but I feel like just coming back out, I had a good bullpen yesterday, so me and Coach Johnson are setting our plan, going to be able to be ready for Arizona.
Sorry to go back, but how does this experience compare to the first time that you were drafted?
It's just a different feeling, I guess. I kind of know what to expect a little bit more. I've been through it once, but I mean, I've been able to also see what the other guys that in front of me have been drafted, like whenever Linger and Holder were here, so I kind of know a little bit.
What was the advantage for you to come to college after being drafted the first time?
I just feel like out of high school I wasn't really well developed. So whenever I got to get here, obviously my body matured. I gained 35 pounds, I think, since freshman year. But I just mentally and physically, I feel like I'm a complete ball player now.
Do you have an idea of who's going to draft you, where you're going to go from talking to scouts and whatnot?
I have no clue, and I don't think they do either, honestly.
You have a rough idea of how many scouts you've talked to in recent weeks?
I honestly haven't really talked to many. I guess like five or six. But I mean, who knows? I mean, it's a last-second decision with them. So I mean, I guess I'll just be waiting up by the TV. So.
Have you had conversations with any of your other teammates, maybe who have not gone? Austin hasn't gone through this process yet.
I think Austin kind of knows what to expect too. I mean, he's been here. He's seen some older guys, and I think last year he had a few conversations with some scouts going into the thing, him being 21 for the age limit or whatever. But I think a lot of the guys know kind of what to expect, and they're ready for it. But I mean, everybody's anxious for it.
Dakota, when you look at this Arizona ball club, what do they do so well offensively and good pitching totally as a team?
Yeah, I just feel like they have they really stay in the zone with their swings, and they have I mean, you got to execute pitches against them, and just from what I saw whenever they were playing ULL, they just low-scoring ball games. So our hitters are going to have to grind out some of their pitchers and kind of get in their bullpen a little bit. I know I saw a few guys out of their bullpen that were pretty nasty, but I think it's just going to be a battle through and through.
What's it like, from coming from last year where there was no postseason, now realizing that you're just 2 games away from the College World Series?
It's pretty big. I mean, we're turning around, and I feel like we just kind of we still feel like we got a lot to do. Last year ended so quick. I mean, whenever we get it this year and you see the opportunity that we do have, I just feel like we're ready to take advantage of what's in front of us.
Your bullpen was pretty dominant this past weekend. Why do you think that was?
I mean, the guys have been through everything, through every situation. I mean, you talk about Rigby going out there with bases loaded, no outs, and I mean, we've seen him get in and out of those situations like a number of times this year, and then Blake Smith right after Austin Sexton, just guys that are coming out and they know their plan, they're sticking with what they got. So I think it's just having extreme confidence in what they're doing.
Coach wouldn't commit to any kind of rotation this weekend. Have they talked about shaking things up, or do you have any idea what they're doing?
I'm not really sure. They haven't really talked about us. I'm pretty sure we'll be around the same rotation, but who knows with Coach Cohen. So I guess I'll just be waiting and see.
The difference like this is that unlike SEC tournament or the Super Regional, you're playing the same team, and y'all had such success in 3-game series all weekend. Coach has always said it's almost like you played a Super Regional every weekend. How has that prepared you for this weekend?
It's just we know what we can do. We know we got a strong bullpen. So I mean, early on, I don't know if you'll see guys come in or out. We'll just we'll ride with what we got and whatever our strongest foot is or whatever our strongest point is. I feel like there's a bunch of guys that can come in and take over.